I'm Edwina Haynes and I'm here in India with Charles Bingham Newland and Catherine Mould. Christian has come to India to exhibit one of his equestrian pieces in two of the most famous royal palaces in Rajasthan. In association with British Polo Day, Christian will also be painting His Highness the Maharaja of Jodhpur. We've brought with us an unframed painting, and our framer gives his opinion on Christian's work.
Because I know about the paintings. This is a very good painting and the oil colors. Because my grandfather and my father, they are all very big artists. National award winner artists. My father also national award winner artist. So I show the photo my father of this painting. He said amazing, because this kind of the horse, it's very difficult to make it, and it's I think very famous horse, very famous. Because if you see from far, from 30 feet, 10 meters far from this painting, so it beautiful horse. If you see nearest, you have to think what is this, but if you straight stand, then you can recognize the very famous horse.
Thank you. Thank you.
Temple here, the look, the word. This 200-year-old temple. 200-year-old temple. This temple.
Okay, so I want black. If it has a rim of one color, I don't mind. If it's got, let's see, what
Black with design.
Yes, I like that all very, very much, and I don't want it to have...
Sir, it's like this.
That's right.
Huh?
Let me just hold it here. It's the other way around. No?
Christian's painting is nearly 2 meters long, and evidently they are not used to using stretchers here.
Like this? Okay, 1 second.
Hang on, Catherine.
Sorry.
Oh, will you film?
Yes.
We leave the framers at work and head off to meet Thierry. Thierry is a well-known French fashion designer with his atelier in Jaipur.
Hello. Hello, hello. You want to sit? Hello, hello.
This is my friend Thierry.
Yes.
He's got his own
From Paris.
designer.
From Paris and
from
Jaipur.
Paris, yeah.
Yes.
And this is wonderful shop, which is great stuff. And he's gonna dress me for
Thank you so much for the
when I
compliment.
go and give the painting to the Maharaja.
Yes.
So can you show me a little bit about your shop?
This is the men's section with the collection short band. And And there the lady section. There's a lady section with the choice of party dress and beachwear and different style and look. This is the very special canvas and bucket coats. This is the lady selection.
Well, thank you very much for your advice and for,
Thank you.
and for your selection of clothing. And
Please.
it's been a pleasure to meet
You are most welcome. And goodbye.
10 o'clock in the morning. Unfortunately, I've just had news from the framers saying that the painting has buckled. So I think they used cardboard instead of wood at the back. And we're showing it tonight. And my paints and my varnish haven't arrived either. So sounds like a bit of a problem. Morning. Can you just come a second? I just want to show you something. Like, so back here, like you see, there's cardboard here.
Yeah.
So the cardboard is buckling it.
Buckling.
So it doesn't matter. So it doesn't matter what we do. Like until it
Yeah.
hasn't got wood is no
I
good.
will go the trolley. I will bring the trolley. मैंने trolley लिया
Okay.
6 फुट की प्लाई वो टाइट चाहिए. He says this is a maximum tight, not possible more tight.
What do you mean not possible?
Because if you use the ply back side, so without glue not possible. कैसे हो सकता है बता तू बता क्या टाइट कर सके ना
को ये बनना चाहिए
हैं
वो बनता है स्टेज से बनता
कहीं
कल स्टेज से बनता लकड़ी को
But
फ्रेम में बनना चाहिए वो
फिर हो जाओ लो तो बना दे लो तो
it's buckling because you have movement. If it's one flat piece of wood,
पिछाड़ी
You see,
लकड़ी
it
कर
is-
किया भी टाइट कर देख लग ये एक बीच में सपोर्ट लग जाओ लो
बीच में आ जाएगी दो यूं आ जाएगी
you can do.
but
Yeah.
you
can do
all
this.
days for 2 person.
After haggling for a while, they've charged me again another $100 for the changes. They're carrying the painting on a cart with an ox to the workshop, and they're going to try and make a T-frame, which they're not used to making. Apparently, they do everything on cardboard over here, so it's a bit of a challenge. So we'll see how it goes. Jaipur is well known for its crafts and artisans. Whilst I'm framing my painting, I'm going to go and have a look at some of the work around here. I know they do a lot of works on the Malwari horse, and yeah, I just want to check out the equestrian stuff.
Christian peels off to investigate Indian traditions and storytelling.
So,
हाथी भी है ना अपने पास सेम सेम
so I paint horses as well, and this is painted on camel bone. Yeah?
Yeah, this is made by hand.
So
Actually, this plate, what we'll do, we crush and make it plate. This is the 24 karat.
24 karat gold,
Yeah.
and it's got what
The
else?
rubies and emerald.
So it's
look
got
there.
real rubies.
Yeah, the green and the red.
Wow. Yeah.
This is for the decoration.
Yeah,
Because
fantastic.
the Marwadi is more than you see the animals, the camel, the horses, everything. You see there the jewelry on the animals like this.
Fantastic. Well, thank you very much.
So that's the imagination.
Ben Vesti tells us a little bit about how British Polo Day works.
British Polo Day has always been about spending time with people all over the world around their great passions. So whilst the horse is an amazing international language, so is art, food, wine, philanthropy. Over the years, we have always tried to work with Britain's finest artists, and it's an absolute delight to have Christian Hook, Gibraltarian-based British artist here, doing a painting of the great man, the Maharaja of Jodhpur, who was made Maharaja in the same year, 1953, as Queen Elizabeth was coronated. So he has turned around Jodhpur. He's a hugely inspirational man, and it's a tremendous honour and a great thought to think that we're leaving behind us here in Jodhpur a painting, a portrait study of His Highness that will stand down through the ages and become part of Jodhpur's rich heritage and tapestry. So really thrilled and delighted that Christian's here, and I can't wait to see the final result.
So here we are warming up for the British World Polo event in Jaipur.
We are currently watching the British Army playing bicycle polo against the Jaipur Polo Club. They're about to play a real game of polo, but they're just warming up doing this. Back in the frame shop, work is underway.
So I'm just going to varnish the painting before we get it on some bus or on something from Jaipur. And I don't really know how it's going to get there. But yeah, it's exciting.
Christian's given the final touches to the painting, and now we're off to the City Palace for its first outing.
I'm very excited to dress for it.
In the West, knight in shining armor or prince on a white horse is still used as a metaphor for women finding the right guy. I decided to call this piece Knight on a White Horse, and the reason for that is because the sale of the painting could possibly save the lives of many young girls in India. I did take the K off the knight because, you know, as a play with words.
Hi Claire, lovely to meet you.
Thank you.
Claire is the Chief Executive of the Hummingbird Foundation, which is an amazing charity, and she's going to explain to us a little bit about it.
Good morning. My name is Claire Mathias. I'm the Chair and Chief Executive of a family-based organisation called the Hummingbird Foundation, and we work to prevent the trafficking of young girls from very vulnerable source areas, particularly in West Bengal, those girls who are likely to be trafficked into the sex trade. I'd like to thank Christian very much for the opportunity to talk to you about human trafficking, and particularly the work that the Hummingbird Foundation does in India. He has been a massive supporter of this foundation, and I truly thank him for this opportunity. Human trafficking around the world is now sadly and infamously one of the most lucrative criminal activities that this world has seen, surpassing now the drugs and the arms trade. Hummingbird Foundation works in some of the most challenging geographic areas in West Bengal, where thousands of young girls are trafficked every year. So when you see Christian's painting, and it's difficult to call it just a painting, Knight on a White Horse, I want you to remember that what he has done through this painting and through the profits from the sale will go to contribute towards girls who have no other opportunity in life and desperately need your support. You really can be their knight in shining armour. After considerable angst, we finally managed to secure the painting onto the roof of our minibus, and now we're going to embark on our 6-hour journey to Jodhpur. arrived late last night, and this morning Christian is heading off to the market. Christian finds inspiration on every corner.
About to meet the Maharaja. Jodhpur here is taking me to the palace, and here we are.
Vesti is waiting for Christian at the palace to make the introduction to His Highness the Maharaja of Jodhpur.
To the second sitting with His Highness. Yesterday was my first sitting. It's the first time I met him, and he was a very charming man. He definitely has the best interest of his country at heart. He's a very intelligent man, and he also is very kind, and I can see that in the way he speaks and in his eyes especially. And it was an honor to meet him, and today I hope it goes well. We're approaching the palace. I have a 2-hour sitting with the Maharaja, so I haven't really got much time to do the portrait, so I'll do the best I can in that amount of time. But it's been very interesting. He allowed me to have an interview with him yesterday for around 20 minutes, and I did learn a lot about what he's done. He has really turned the place around, and I hope I can capture some of the essence of this man. Mostly represents hope for the whole country, and I think that is the main thing that I would like to portray in my work.
Christian likes to get to know his subjects before he starts a portrait. They have an informal chat before work begins.
That's my sitting finished. I've got an hour to touch it up, and then I'm going to go and paint it. It's a portrait sketch. I only had a couple of hours with him, and then I spent less than a day on it. So it's obviously it's a sketch, but it's the best that I can do in that time, and I hope that you all like it, and thank you very much to all of you.
Your Highnesses, Your Excellencies, my Lords, ladies and gentlemen.
Colourful as it is, a lot of people in India live in extreme poverty. Children here have found a way of being imaginative without the use of modern technology. The kite seems to soar above the great division between the poor and the rich. It is another great symbol of hope.
I've just bought a kite and some bits from the local market, and I think I'm going to make something with it.
As I gather my thoughts on the days to come, I say goodbye to the wonderful experience that India has been, and take with me a plethora of unforgettable memories.
I'm Charles Bingham Newland, an independent art advisor. We're on our way back to the UK after a hectic and enjoyable visit to India. Christian Hook's portrait, in my opinion, is a remarkable likeness of the Maharaja. There seems to be a huge amount of personality, vibrancy, and an excitement and energy to the portrait. This is not a sterile boardroom portrait, far from it. It is a work with life and vigour.
Hello, I'm Catherine Mould. I work in a gallery in central London. Philip Mould Gallery specialises in English portraiture. I'm sitting with Christian in the car back from the airport after our epic Indian journey. So what was great about this journey was that it was the first time Christian had been in India, and it opened his eyes, I think, in so many different ways. He was influenced by everything he saw, and it was rather great. It was like seeing a child in a sweet shop.
So with just a day left for the Clarendon Gallery Christmas exhibition, I set myself to work. I'm deconstructing and reconstructing one of the kites I brought with me from India. Hopefully I'll get something done for the exhibition and raise as much money as I can for the Hummingbird Foundation.